Let's start with the Mail on Sunday, and after a schoolgirl filmed herself apparently being propositioned by a cross-channel migrant, or if you're a Guardian reader, being culturally enriched by an asylum seeker, Liverpudlians have been rioting and setting fire to a police van, and they were so angry they didn't even nick the hubcaps first. Scott, you've got this one.
Yes, a violent riot outside a migrant hotel last night was sparked by fury over an online video of a schoolgirl who said she was sexually harassed by a 25-year-old man allegedly staying at the local hostel. She was walking by, she was speaking to a friend on her phone, and the guy said something suggestive to her, and she turned and she said, "What did you say?" And he repeated himself, and she said, "You know, you don't do this in this country, you'll go to jail for this."
We've actually got the clip to run.
And the video, it's been seen by 150,000, well, it's been on Twitter 150,000 times, so it's been witnessed, yeah.
Wow.
Are you going to run the clip?
How old are you?
25.
25. I'm only 15.
Okay, good.
That's not good.
I want Facebook.
No, sorry.
What's up?
You don't do this in this country. It's you go to jail if you do this.
Please, I want.
No, no, you're not right. No.
And yeah, so that's the clip there. And some local residents were up in arms about this. And
they showed up at this migrant center and they started to make accusations, and they started to pelt the police with missiles and forced the police to wear protective clothing, including riot gear, shields, and helmets. A total of 15 people have so far been arrested by the Merseyside police. And there was a charity group, some members there were cornered in the migrant center itself. Couldn't get out.
And they said they were cornered by right-wing thugs, which I thought, Cressida, don't you think, like, they always say, this is racism, this is far-right extremism, and really it just seems like it's motivated by concern for the child and concern for what's being done.
Look, I mean, on the one hand, saying they were up in arms is putting it mildly. I don't know if you've seen it. It's like police vans on fire. It looks like last days of the world. It's outrageous. But having said that, everybody's now hearing about the Rotherham problem again. Sorry, Rotherham grooming gangs. I shouldn't say problem.
Yeah. And various other towns and cities.
Understandably, parents are terrified, I guess. And I feel like it's sort of a straw that's going to break the camel's back, isn't it? People are already. You've said before that the migrants should be housed near the Guardian journalists.
Well, yes, I don't understand why they put the migrants in impoverished and vulnerable working class communities when it's Guardian readers who are massively keen and massively in favour of cross-channel migrants coming here. So everybody would be much happier if we passed a law that said if you subscribe to the Guardian, you've got to have 7 Albanian.
Okay, old man. Oh my God, you sound like my grandfather. He's dead for 2 years. No, I think people are concerned about everyone's safety. And I think what concerns me is the police then came out after this happened and said, quote, social media speculation, misinformation, and rumor can actually damage the outcome of the investigation. And it seems as though the police are distancing themselves from it and saying you're to blame for being concerned. You're to blame for running this video on Twitter. You're to blame for showing what actually really happened.
Yeah.
And that makes me angry because, don't blame the victim for something that occurred and is now causing her great amounts of anxiety, because what you then do is you take the power away from the investigation itself, because now no one's going to believe the outcome of it. As you say, Guardian readers are going to think that the police are too right-wing, and the people that protest are going to think the other way around. No, there's not going to be any common ground. There's no conversation.
And we've seen this time and again, over 2 decades of grooming gangs, from Rotherham to I think Telford was the most recent one, where authorities and police prevaricate, and they say, oh no, but it's not, we've got to tread so carefully, and anybody who complains, social workers who raise it as an issue get sent on diversity training, and everybody's got to tiptoe around the issue, when really it's a serious issue. And
it's still happening.
Well, if they don't tiptoe, though, look what happens. People then start pelting the police and start fires and turn cars over and corner this care group in a parking lot in Liverpool, and suddenly everyone's threatening each other's lives.
Yeah. Well, it's almost as if dealing with the issue, dealing with the cross-channel migrants would have been a good option. Instead of stopping that happening, stopping the flights to Rwanda.
I do wonder, I wonder how the Balkans are dealing with it, because the Balkan number of migrants coming in from the eastern part of Europe are much farther greater than what's coming over to the UK.
Yeah.
And those Balkan countries tend to have some quite conservative political parties running them. So I wonder how they're dealing with this issue.
Well,
What's
the
going on there?
Conservative, I mean, in Sweden, for example, the Conservative political party, for the first time in decades, they've got a right-wing party, and that's because of the migrant crisis.
Sweden's had some real problems in the last 5 years. Yeah, it's been terrible there.
Yeah.